Hello everybody and welcome back to Cafemart Simulator. I did one day off camera between the videos, so we're up to $4,095 now. Primarily that is because I want to take down one, maybe two walls in here during the course of the video. So I just wanted plenty of playing around money really, which is why I did that day. If you saw the previous episode, you will now know that we are focusing on the cafe side of things. So we're primarily working in there and we're just doing bits in here as and when sort of thing. You will have seen me, if you saw that video, redesign the cafeteria and push it all the way back to the far end. Now, when I was having a look at it after the video, I thought, you know what? I kind of feel like a change. So if you enjoyed how it looked, I apologize now because I am recording this video the day after I recorded that one, and that one hasn't gone live. It's not even been edited yet. So I apologize if you liked it the way it was looking before, because I have made a change. And what I've done is I've gone back to what was going to be my original idea. If you remember, sort of at the beginning of that process in the video, I had things on the left-hand side and I thought, I'm not going to get everything in here, so shall I move it to the far wall? Well, I've moved it back to the left-hand side. I just thought it looked a little bit better over here. It just felt that the whole distance, you know, having to walk from here all the way down there to buy anything just felt a little bit, I don't know, I just didn't like the flow of it much, and we didn't really have much space for extra seating, whereas we can now go all the way down there and in that far corner as well with some more seating. So I preferred this, and we need to get a couple more. I have bought a couple already, but we need to get a couple more food storage places here, just to fit everything on, but we can have one here and then one like closing off the L. I am going to take this wall down, so we'll have a partition there just to do that. But I think that looks okay. I put a partition wall up just here as well, purely because it felt like every time you walked in here, and I know this is only a game and it doesn't matter, but every time you walked in here, it kind of felt like everybody was just going to walk behind the shelving. They weren't, but it kind of had that feel of just being a bit more open. So I've closed off our little working area just a little bit. And I've put the checkout in the center as well. So obviously we're going to have a couple of extra things up there. So I've put it in the center. Not only can I then go side to side and find things without having to run long distances all the time, I just think it's better that the AI don't have to walk all the way up to the far end to pay or whatever and then go all the way back down there. They can just come here. It just looks a bit nicer being in the center and probably a bit more realistic as well. So that's what I've done off camera. We're going to get some more licenses for in here as well, hopefully, during the course of the video. But the first thing I'm going to do is take down a wall or two. So, let's see. Let's go to room. I'm going to take this one down, which should take us to the end, and it has. Now, if I take this one down, that's going to take us into the cafeteria, which I'm very tempted to do, but I'll probably do at the end of the video. So we've got this space here, so I've got to be careful. I don't want to put anything on that wall. So everything's going on that wall. That one's going to be taken down. That one's going to be taken down. And so is that one. But I guess we could take that one down now and just get straight into the cafeteria. But that's not really useful. So I'm going to take that one down. I'm still going to have a storage area. But I might move it down a little bit or something like that. I'm not 100% sure yet. So we've got this area here, so a lot of this stuff can come in here or move at least in line with the pillars. Should we take one more? No, we take one more. I don't know whether to take it or not, you see, because I want to afford a couple of licenses as well. We'll take one more. We'll take one more. We might, who knows, we could end up with this actually being the supermarket anyway. There's not that many more products to get. We could end up squeezing everything in this space, to be honest. They've been quite generous with space compared to products. Let's get some stuff. Oh. Well, I didn't want to do that. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. I was just decorating. I didn't want to do that. But we've done it anyway. So I'm going to leave these two central ones here. So all we've got left is that one and these two, actually. That's annoying, to be honest. That was in the middle of decorating, and it still, for some reason, keeps that option there. And interestingly, it has left the picture on the wall. That explains what happens to those. Anyway, so this is what it's going to look like, though. So I'm going to have a partition just here. So you'll come into here. So you can come into the cafeteria this way or that way. Not that the AI will. They will always come in from that end. But at least I can do this. And we'll have some more supermarket stuff just here, around this wall here. probably take that down at some point, but I'm going to leave those 2 walls in there, I think, just because I like the way it looks in the cafeteria. So, hopefully now I'm not on wall purchasing mode. Well, I'm glad I did that extra day off camera now. Because otherwise we would be a bit low on cash for what I want to do today. We still might be, but we should be okay. Right. Good. Okay. I quite like this layout, actually. This is interesting. You get a lot of supermarkets and a lot of supermarket games where you just end up with a huge, either rectangle or a huge square. Having a bit of character to it with different walls, it's quite nice. Might end up leaving it like this, to be honest. Just for something a bit different. So, now we need to think about what we need where, though. So, I need more freezers. I know this for a fact, because they just keep buying everything in the freezers. Because you've only got, what is it, 8 slots or something like that, they go through the stock of this quite quickly. So I do want to get some more freezers and double stack some of these freezers. But if we're moving the freezer, I don't want the freezers just in the middle of the floor here. Now we can either take the freezer section all the way down here, so it's the thing you walk to before coming to the supermarket, before we go into the cafe, sorry. It's an option. That's an option. We could do that. We could have it here, couldn't we? And then maybe like alcohol in this corner. As I say, I'd quite like to have its own little partitioned out little fancy alcohol section over there, maybe. So then maybe some household stuff in this side over here, and then... Because that's basically all we've got anyway, isn't it? Let's have a look at the licenses a second. So we've got all of this stuff anyway. So we've got... Obviously, we've got this freezer stuff that I'm doubling up. That freezer stuff may also get doubled up. I think pizzas go in the freezer, and ice cream. That's it. That's all that's going in the freezers. The rest of it's either fridge, generally shelf food, isn't it? And stuff like that. So... Yeah, okay. We'll move the cold section then of the supermarket. I'm going to move that around the corner. So let's do that. Move. So I'm going to have a partition. I might put that partition in so I know exactly where I can get up to here. There's more expense, but I think required. I'm going to put the partition... That partition's not huge, is it? Because I'm going to come out with an extra 1, 2... We're going to have to do like a double partition here, I think. Probably going to have to be something like that. Which doesn't look too bad. That's not bad. Fortunately, it's drained the finance a little bit. That's not too bad. I will have it slightly... this way, though, so we don't mess the floor up. I don't like this as well. I've only noticed this recently. Because it stays where it is, sometimes it didn't do it there, actually. But sometimes you end up getting it red because it thinks there's something there. So, like, if I was to move this, it keeps, like a variant of it there while you move it around, and then it moves it afterwards. But because that's there, you sometimes struggle to move things. All right, we'll keep it like that for now. And that gives us a bit of working area here. So this fridge can come all the way up here. Like that. We're going to need some more fridges at some point anyway. I am going to have a fridge or two over there in the alcohol section, or here, wherever I put that. I'm going to have a couple of fridges or so with that as well. Now, frozen food. Now, frozen, it could... I like the idea of going down the center, like we did before, but it could go along the wall. Since we've not got that much in the way of freezers or fridge items, really, we've got a lot of space. Now, I don't want anything here, because this is the main walkway through. So we could either do... could do something like this, where you then walk down here. Yeah, we could do that, I suppose. No, put it down. There we go. Why won't that... Why isn't that happy there? Oh, because of the... because of that fridge, I think. Yeah, we may have to move some stuff anyway then. Well, let's put them there for a second while we think about this. So how much are these? These are $100 each. So I definitely want to double up on that. I think. So... might be better, you know, just in that corner somewhere. Rather than in the floor space. Might be better, something like that. And then further it round. I don't know. We may end up redoing this. We may end up changing it completely. But I think, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we go. Obviously, we need to get more products in. Once we get more things in here, it'll look a bit different. So we can double up these now, which is good. Which we'll do in a moment. Now, which licenses can we realistically get? I don't want to take too much of our money away. So I do want to get some more stuff for the cafe as well as we play today. So we can get some more frozen vegetables. Which would be more freezers. Okay, we could do baking supplies. Now, we can keep baking supplies over just here, couldn't we? Because we've basically got it here anyway, so baking supplies and sugars and stuff like that. So we can just have either along this wall, we could continue that, or we can have it with a row of shelving down the center. I quite like the idea of a row of shelving down the center, to be honest. But to do that, I think we're going to have to move this back just a little bit. That would all have to go something like that. But for some reason it's not happy with. Why is that not happy with that? I wonder if this is one of those cases. You know, I was just saying about how it sometimes sort of thinks it's still there. Yeah, it was. It was one of those situations where it still thinks there's a shelf there, even though that's the one you're moving. That's quite annoying when it does that. Because you have to put it here and then move it again. Because it just stays there, you see. You're not really moving it. You're moving a sort of ghost of it. If we do that, now we should be able to do back-to-back shelving just there as well, which would be quite nice. That's now uniformly in line with that, which gives us space to come down the center with some more shelving here. Like I said, I don't think there's a lot of... well, enough products in the game to fill all this space, to be honest. But we'll see how we go. I can now... should be able to... there. I don't think there's still quite enough room, is there? Oh, there is. Just enough room. I was going to say maybe there isn't enough room to double shelf that, but just enough. We'll keep this... it's only a small shelf, which is a bit... knock it out of the way for now. I think I'll do another double shelf and then... something like that, and then we'll chuck that stuff on there and sell that other one, I think. So that's all good. Remember, this stuff's probably going to move as well. So I might have this as the checkout area or something. So I might put them... not that orientation. I might have them vertical like that or something. It's difficult because I've not got a lot of room for that. But yeah, I might make this like the checkout area. So we might have like a shelf here with some little bits on. I don't know if there's any snacks or something you can get in any of the licenses. I don't think there are particularly, although we could have like a little fridge with some ice cream in it or something. You know, stuff that you just take away once you get to the end. It'd be nice if we get stuff like chewing gum and stuff, wouldn't it? Chocolate bars. Can't. Might keep this though as the checkout area, as I say. and just a bit of decoration. So all of that stuff's moving. Alcohol, like I said, I kind of want my alcohol section in this corner, perhaps. But as its own little fancy area. I don't know why I want a fancy area for it. It just feels like something we could do. Because we could also get like wine and stuff like that in like a little fancier section. So let's move the alcohol. I think most of this episode is just going to be moving stuff and getting it into the place where I want it. Wait, what happened to the other? Oh, that was just a double shelf. Okay, so that's all of our alcohol moved, isn't it? I could do the other drinks as well, or tea and coffee and stuff. Or we could leave tea and coffee and things like that just there, maybe. So as you come out of the coffee shop, you could pretend that you've had a really nice coffee in here. Oh, what brand was that coffee? I'm going to get one of those to take home with me. We could pretend that that's what's happening there. So we could keep tea and coffee there. We shall see. But yeah, we'll make this like a little alcohol section. Now, I haven't got any more. I've got wine we could buy for 500, but that's it for now. So I'm not going to kit this area out just yet. I mean, that's level 32. We're level 24. That's not long. That's probably only a couple of episodes. Maybe not even that. If I do a few days off camera again, we'll easily get to level 32. So then we'll have everything in that section. So we'll build that section as and when. But it's going to be that little area there. So that wall, and maybe a little bit in the center with some plants around it and all that kind of stuff. Some fridges with some beer in. Things like that. Just so you can just grab it and go if you want a cold one. Or you can come in and have a browse around the wine section. So just here then. So this is our storage area, which I'm going to leave sort of as is, but I'm going to put a partition in there, I think. So let's see, partition. I'm going to partition it off a little bit. Could move this partition wall as well then, couldn't we? I guess. Or we could just, I don't know. Should we partition it off completely or leave it? I think it's better left. If I do that so it's in line, I think it's better left with a little doorway, to be honest. Because if I don't want to be like restocking some alcohol here and then have to run all the way around just to get back in. That's silly. Now, we'll have a little doorway here. That's a little bit more partitioned off. Now we can open this up because we don't need that necessarily closed off. I quite like it closed off. It feels like you're coming into like another room of the supermarket, but you'd have to always be doubling back on yourself. And I don't really want the AI walking through the storeroom all the time either. Which I get the feeling that they probably would. So we'll move this out of the way, I think. Now we could do this back to back over here, couldn't we? Or we could, but it thinks it's in the way. Still thinks it's in the way. This is silly, having to do that just to bring it back again because it thinks it's still in the way, even though it's not. That's just annoying. See, we don't need another double shelf there, but I might get one anyway. We're going to end up double shelving lots of items, I think, just to get the shelving filled. But that's fine. And who knows, one day in the future they may add loads more licenses and we can really fill it up. I just want to get the layout sorted. So, that's looking good. We'll move that. We'll leave that there, but I'll put the stuff on there. The same as I was going to do with the rice. So if that's that, that's alcohol over here. We could do household just here. Or we could do household... Maybe household in this corner and stick with the fridges and freezers over here, as we were thinking originally. So what's left for the fridges and freezers outright? Spreads, probably. It's hard to know. I don't know what they are. Ah, we do have some snacks. We do have some snacks, so we could put some of these snacks by the tills. These are going to be crisps and stuff, aren't they? We could put those by the tills, so we can still do that. That's good then. Sushi, so that's going to be fridge. Yogurt's going to be fridge. Obviously meats and stuff, it's all fridge. So I think we're definitely going to want a run of fridges all the way along here. For sure. But we probably don't need any more than that wall. That wall should be enough. So I'm gonna steal this area back then for household, because then I might bring the tea and coffee and stuff over here and put that there. All right, change of plans. We're gonna stick with what we were originally gonna do. We can just keep going with a row of those. Now, can I double... If we were to have another one of these, let's just buy another one. Why is it not happy being close? But now it is. So when you first buy it, it's not... No, it's just not happy there, but it's happy there. What on earth is going on here? So it's happy there, but it's not happy... Why is it not happy there? What is wrong with that, do you think? It's exactly the same as there in terms of its... That's bizarre. Why has that happened? Well, that's what I'd like to do anyway. I'd like to have like a double freezer just there. But I don't think... I don't know. Well, okay. It's allowing me at times, but not others. We will see. Maybe I can work that when we get the stuff. We don't need to worry about that now. That's going to be fridges, freezers, and maybe a few more fridges just there. Because we can put fridges just along this wall. It doesn't matter if it's too tight. I don't want it to be really narrow walking through that gap, but the odd fridge starting about there something is fine. So we'll turn this into household over here. So if we're turning this into household goods... let's see. So we've got... we'll count all of this stuff inside. So we've got hygiene products, household goods. So we'll put household goods on one wall, and then you can put your hygiene products, such as toothpaste and all that stuff, on the other wall. So we've got 6 there. The 5 there. We've got 3 lots of household goods and 3 lots of hygiene products. So we're definitely going to need some shelving just here then, aren't we? Might do that, and then maybe... with a single shelf just there. Something like that. So this is going to be either, say, put all of our hygiene products just here or something, then you come round into household. Perhaps. We'll move our tea and coffee to here. Alcohol's there. Leaves us some extra space over there for extras. Got double shelving just here. I think that's more or less the layout. I think that is more or less the layout. Obviously, there's some stuff to move, but... yeah, I think that's more or less the layout. So I'm going to move the tea and coffee and the drinks and everything. And then we'll have just snacks over here. So we'll just have a few snacks. And I'm going to have this as checkout area and just a few snacks. So not really the main supermarket itself. Right, so that's all of our tea and coffee, but there are some more to come, I know. So I'll get another shelf for those. There's some more hot beverages to come as well. I suppose I could. Took it over to the pillar. I don't really need to take it over to the pillar, do I? That should be fine. Then we could do, since we've got alcohol here, we could do drinks there, couldn't we? Actually, we could do the other. All of these drinks could be over there as well. Along this wall over here. So you've got your alcohol in the corner, and then you've got your regular soft drinks over here. So we'll get some shelving for this. I'm not going to bother right now because we've only got $1,000 left. But I'll probably do a couple of days off camera or something like that, so that in the next episode we'll not only have a few more licenses available to us, but we'll have the money to spend on them as well. So I'm just going to move this stuff over like that for now. It was more the layout I wanted to get right today, rather than get everything on the shelves, which I think we've done. Just leave that there for now. I'll move that stuff as well. I'll do all of that between the videos, I think. Because otherwise we're not really going to get anything done today. So let's just have a last sort of generalized feel of the place then. So back into the licenses. So we've done all of that stuff. So you've got your baking aisle here. So all of this stuff's going to be baking items. Down here you've got your pastas, condiments, and all of that side of things. And anything else possibly coming that could go on here as well. Canned goods probably go on here as well. That's all going to be like that. Down here we're going to have hygiene and household goods. So we'll probably have hygiene maybe here or something like that, and maybe household goods along there and onto there perhaps. We'll see on that one. We'll see. I might end up changing this layout a little bit. Then we've got our fridge and freezer section over here, so the fridges will go to here eventually. Hopefully I can double stack the freezers, and then some more fridges just there. So that's going to be like our cold square. Then you've got, like I say, you've got your household goods here. And then we're going to have our alcohol, cereals, and milk. Where are they going to go? Bakery item. I think there's not enough bakery items, I don't think, so we'll probably squeeze some cereal on just there. Or it'll go down here with the dried goods and stuff down here anyway. We can have cereal, can't we? Or over here, perhaps. Actually, we could have cereal here. We could have cereal with the bread and stuff, so we'll probably put cereal there. What else is to come? Pet food. Pet food is the only thing without a section, really. And because it's like a thing of its own, really, it's not... doesn't really go with a lot of stuff. I guess you could put it over by the household stuff. I think we'll just have a little wall of pet food just here. So we'll just put some pet food by the storeroom or something like that. So it's out of the way of like all the other products, because it doesn't really go with anything, and there's only 3 of them anyway. It doesn't really go with any of the other stuff that we sell. So it can have its own little section just there, I think. That's good. I like that. Right, we've not got a lot of money left, but I think I'm going to do some more cafe investment. And then we'll, like I say, we'll invest in licenses for the store in the next one, I think. So, cafe. I'm not going to do many, because obviously they cost quite a bit. So I'm going to do the roll cakes. And we'll do the pies. Products, cafe. And we're not going to be... I don't know if we're going to be able to afford all of these. We can just afford them. Just afford them. So we'll get those. Get them on, and then I guess we'll open, because we've got no money left now. Down to $45. We're going to start with $4,095 with it. I think it was, wasn't it? We started with $4,095, I think it was. And now we're down to 45. Right, roll cakes. They're going to go in here with the other cakes. These trays, by the way, when I moved everything, just stayed over there. But I did find, if you sort of press Q and... if you press Q, they hover in the air. I found a way of getting rid of them before. I think they're just going to end up staying here somehow. There we go. It's actually returned the tray this time. All right, these are pies, so these are going with the waffles. That's going down there. Now, there's hardly any difference between those. I don't like that so much. How am I going to tell the difference between a raspberry and a chocolate when they look that similar? Hopefully those raspberries look a bit more red in daytime. All right, let's set these prices. We'll just do the 220. It's been working well for us. Again, the middle shelf is 220 already. These are expensive cakes. I mean, it is a lot of cake, but could you imagine $17 for a cake in a cafe? Oh, it's a big cake, but still. I didn't realize how... It didn't even look, really, how much these were. $9.59 for a donut. How's that for your inflation? Right, we've got no money to spend. I was going to maybe spend a little bit of money in here. I guess that wall that we ended up taking down sort of got me started in the supermarket a bit, didn't it? When we get some cash, I'm going to put some more tables and some plants in here. It won't matter. The furniture we've got is probably enough to cater for everybody. Even when you get maxed out, it's usually one customer per thing, but they only come in for a set amount of time anyway and usually leave before too many more people come. But I am going to get tables and chairs and all sorts of stuff down here, even if they never use them, just for aesthetics. Right, how are we doing? We could do some more Uncle Tony's, but we've got no money left. Can we squeeze an Uncle Tony? We can. We can squeeze an Uncle Tony, but I can't think we're going to get much else. So anything that I'm desperate for, don't think I can afford that. Can't afford that jam. We'll leave the jam. There isn't much I can afford, actually. Just cheaper items. We're okay. We've still got some in here that I can chuck on if necessary. Some cakes and stuff, but they're fine anyway. Okay, we'll go with that then. We'll just get an Uncle Tony because I know we don't have any of that in stock, so I'll have that delivered for free. Grab this, put it down. Put it in here. I need more storage shelves in here. That'll be fine for now. Right, we can open them. So $27 to our name. Let's hopefully have a good day. Have a walk up through the supermarket. I like this flow. This is nice. It'll look a lot better, obviously, when we get all of the products on here. And all the licenses and things. I think it'll look really nice. And then we'll work on some decoration as well. So if there's any, like, empty spots, like on the wall there, or if there happens to be a spot where we haven't got some shelving, I'll either put a new shelf there and add some extra stuff onto it, or put some paintings or something on the wall. Make it look all right. Let me move this while I think about it, because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Let's just put it there for now. We'll shift some stuff around. Good morning. All right, what can I do for you? You want one of these. One of those. That looks like a donut. And a coffee. Thank you. You just want one of these. Thank you. I wish I knew what they were all called. I'm just... All you're going to hear me call these is one of these, one of those, because... I mean, I know these are macaroons, and I know, like, a pretzel and a bagel and a croissant. And that's a cinnamon bun. I'm getting to know them, but, like, some of the cakes, I don't know what they are. They're just cakes. Alright, that's a waffle. I know that. So, you also want one of these. So let's go and get you a waffle, and I think it's like a chocolate cake with a blueberry on top or something. So, like a blueberry chocolate cake or something. Which waffle was it? It was that one. There you go. Thank you very much. You want a coffee. And one of our very expensive chocolate rolls. Look at this. All right, I didn't mean to take your coffee away from you. Press the wrong button. Thank you very much. Could do with some more customers buying those, couldn't we? Could do with a mad rush on those. That'll get us our money back. All right, you want a soda, which I'm guessing is some sort of cola. One of those. Thank you. It's a shame you can't have 2 coffees. Like, we've got 5 sodas, but only 1 coffee. You want citrus? No problem. Put one of those on, and then you want... Ah, this is some of the new items then, isn't it? So, I don't know which pie that is. Is it that one she wants? Does she want the circle one? It is the circle one. That's handy. So she wants the circle pie. That and that, I think. Looks good to me. Sorry, I've taken your drink away from you like I did the last customer. It's me clicking the wrong button there. I think that's right. Seems happy with it, so it must be. One of those and a citrus. Thank you. Some of the original items, they're not doing bad, but we'll probably have to restock soon. You want a white chocolate roll? Something along those lines. There you go. Enjoy. We're up to 354 already, which is good. On to shift. We can keep an eye on what we're doing. So 327. So I'm hoping to earn about 1,000 today in terms of actual money earned. Sales. One of those. I think that's citrus, and then I think that's... Is that circular pie we just did? I think it is. Gotta be. There you go. You want one of those. One of those. One of those, and a coffee. Thank you. Be nice if they took them away on trays. Coffee. One of those, and these nice waffles. There you go. Yeah, if they took them away on a tray to the table, rather than just take it for a little walk, that'd be nice. You want soda, and I think that's a cinnamon bun. Thank you. We're up to 587. We're doing well. Be with you in a moment. Having a look outside. Where's she taking her? I guess she's taking that one home, as well as the plate. I've never seen them do that before. Right, you want a rune. Those. Nope, I don't want... No, put it down. I don't want that one. What was the other thing? It was a waffle. Level 25, so we've leveled up again, which should get us another license. You just want one of those. Thank you. Don't know which license that's unlocked. Nothing in the cafe. We've already got all of that stuff anyway. Canned goods. That's peas. Probably... I don't know, tuna maybe? Something like that. Who knows? You want diet. There you go, sir. Diet, and what's that? Is that one of the new items? I'm guessing it is, but I don't know which one it is. These are the only sort of triangular, diamond-y shaped things we have. It looks like it's red, so I'm guessing it's this top one here. Must be. He didn't complain. Must have got it right. That's really hard to see. I really wish we could put some lights in the back here. Which soda was it? It was that one. Because when it gets to nighttime, you can't really see them. They're really hard to make out. I think that's the same thing again. Let's go and grab another one. It would also be nice if you could have the option of having it like arrowed. You know when they put an order in and then it just puts like a little green dot or something on everything that you need to go and retrieve? Just to take some of the... Nope, I don't want those. It's a donut we want. Just to take some of the stress out of having to find everything. Alright, pink donuts. Another one of those things. You can just see like a little fleck of red on it. Thank you. All right, how are we doing? So we're at the end then. How have we done? Over 1,000. I can see that anyway. We're at 1,050 now, so we have gone well over the 1,000. Got a customer here, customer there. That's it. Final 2 customers, I think. Pretty successful episode, actually. We managed to do quite a bit. Oh, there's a customer over there as well. We've managed to do quite a bit of the planning. They're all going home with some of their stuff from the cafeteria for some reason. Do you want me to put it in a bag for you, like a little doggy bag or something? You can take it home. That's no problem. Not supposed to steal the plates, though, are you? No. Yeah, I think we had a successful episode there. I like this. I've got a few more things to do, so I need to get a couple more of these just to put in here. So one will go to about there, and then it'll close off that gap. And they'll be filled as well with the rest of our products that we need to get in here, so that'll look nice. We'll get some tables running along the window here, and maybe some like back-to-back benches just here, some plants and some more decoration on the walls. Keep it looking nice in here. So I'm happy with this, and I'm happy with the layout in here. The fridge area I'm not 100% on. I might end up changing this. I'm not completely sold on it, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sold on it. If it doesn't feel good, I'll probably take that wall down so this stuff can shift over there, and then we can have a bigger fridge freezer section, just with the freezers running down the center or something, and fridges along the back wall. And then we'll turn this into something else, just some extra. But generally, I'm happy. Hopefully you can see my vision with it. And over the next... I would say over the next 2 episodes, we'll get this filled and completely designed. And we'll work towards getting the rest of the products. But I think that will do us today. We've had a successful day of building, and we've got enough money to have another go again. I probably will do a day or maybe 2 days off camera, just so, a bit like we did in the previous episode and in this one, we can have a sort of a head start in the next video where I can just go on a bit of a purchasing spree and get some stuff and push on with it. And it's starting to look nice, isn't it? It's starting to look good. So, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for another video very soon.